and welcome back to Why Is Everything So Hard? So, I know we said true crime, but we're gonna do
scary stories. Well, I wouldn't say it's scary, but it scares me a bit. Scares me. Yeah. So instead of Katie reading today, I think it's my turn for a few episodes to read and let her insult me for every mishap I make. Seems fair? Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Okay, so this one is... Okay, so the title is it possible that my workplace is being haunted? And the user is Tarantual Frangs. Lovely name. Anyway, so I'll get right into it. I won't give too many details, and I'll be sure to keep my post short. However, at my workplace, we have noticed some strange activity. I have seen items falling on their own or even being slightly thrown. It's difficult to really say if it's something paranormal, but I will say that sometimes I'm just left scratching my head. The weirdest thing I have witnessed myself, well, there's the first mishap. The weirdest thing I have witnessed myself was hearing footsteps coming up the stairs. We have some metal stairs that leads up to an upper department. The first time I noticed this, I was working in the upstairs area alone. When I hear a set of footsteps coming up, I immediately thought it was my superior coming up in to check on me. I even responded by asking him a question with my back turned to the stairs. Hey, blank, do you want me to work on this next? And when I heard no response, I turn around and I'm left confused. I check the stairs and I see no one. The whole area was empty. This hasn't been the first time. I've experienced this only a handful of times while working there, and you can hear someone walking up the metal stairs. The weird thing about all of this is that a year before working there, someone had sadly passed away gruesomely in that general area there. So what do you think about all this? I would love to hear your thoughts. Or have you experienced this in your workplace before? Damn. What do you think?
Oh, I don't know. Could be that the place is haunted.
No, it's definitely haunted. I would quit my job. I would just quit my job. That is terrible. This is terrible.
I think it would be fun having a haunted workplace.
What? Okay, if you were in this person, Tarantula Fang's shoes, and you had some weird ass ghost walking up the stairs every now and again, metal stairs, and you don't even know if it's like your co-workers or you, would you actually stay, or would you be like dying to leave?
No, I think I'd be freaked out a bit, but then I'll be like, let me think of the possible reasons as to why I could be hearing something. Then it will immediately go to, finally, I'm being haunted.
What do you mean, finally? Oh my days, no.
Well, I think it would be so fun. Imagine,
Why?
just like, I think life would be so exciting.
It's not exciting enough. Don't answer that question. The point is, if you're being haunted, it is not supposed to be a good thing.
You don't know. It could be a good ghost. It could be a bad ghost. We don't know. Either way, I'll have fun.
No, it's a bad ghost. It's always a bad ghost. Why would it be a good ghost?
I don't know. But come on, all it's doing is walking up the stairs.
It's still scary that no one's there and someone's walking up those stairs, metal stairs, so you know someone's walking. It's not like she's just hallucinating, he or she. It's not like this person is just hallucinating. There's someone walking up those stairs. In my opinion, that is scary ass shit right there. I would die. The first time I think I'd cry, just hearing someone walk up the stairs and then to realize no one's there, even though you think it's like your boss or something. That's pretty insane. Oh, man. But now we know what your dream is, to be haunted. Jeez. That's
Definitely.
No. That's a... That's
what's the top comment?
I was about to say, so, Darkly Dreaming 77 says, could be! Exclamation mark. That's like, could be. And it's like, why can't a workplace be haunted? Sounds more like residual energy, though, if the footsteps on the metal stairs is just the main issue. A loop, if you will. So, Tarantula Fangs replies to the comment and is like, okay, but what is residual energy? And what's the difference between that and haunting? I've never heard of that. However, I swear it spooks me out every time I've heard the heavy footsteps because I've legitimately think someone is coming up. Yeah, same. I would get spooked every single time. So, Darkly Dreaming kind of explains what residual energy is. He kind of puts it down to, it's like the building has a memory imprint. So you know in scary stories when there's a ghost who will just float down a hallway and sometimes even though people in the same manner and is reported to look the same all the time, like that. It's not a ghost or spirit who is trying to communicate. It's the burned in memory of that event happening. A haunting, or as some people like to call it, a poltergeist, is a spirit which is actively trying to communicate. For instance, in my house, most mornings at 3 a.m., I can hear something come up the stairs and cross the landing in front of my bedroom, but the floor creaks. Nothing physical is there. It can be unnerving, but nothing to worry about, especially once you get used to it. This man is bad. That's crazy. He's basically saying, get used to the bullshit. No. I didn't want to. What? What are you telling me? What's your take on that? Oh, wow.
Like I said, love to be haunted, but I'd get used to it. Okay, I hear so many creepy things in my house. At one point, I thought I actually was haunted because I could hear like scratching in the walls.
Oh,
like, if I've learned,
you did say.
Yeah, and if I learned anything from Supernatural, it's that if there's scratching and you can't see anything, and if your lights flicker and your room is cold, like, you suddenly get cold spots, haunted. But my room is generally is cold. My lights flicker sometimes, and I hear the scratching. So
because of Supernatural, you thought you were haunted.
I was hoping, but I'm not.
Oh my word! So you took your findings from a series and based it on real life. That hey, you know what? I could be haunted. And the worst part is you weren't even like scared. You were just hoping and praying that one day, what if you are actually haunted, Kirti? That's what you will do.
Nothing. What am I going to do about it?
I don't know. Be like everyone else and try to get rid of it.
Yeah, but like, how?
I don't know.
Go to...
Yeah, that. Have you not seen it? I mean, okay. So, let's put it like this. You've put most of like what you know about hauntings on Supernatural. Do you not watch movies and see exorcisms like happening and people just like getting saved?
I do, but like,
what, you think that's not gonna work? Or you just don't care?
Okay, so like I kind of believe, but I also kind of don't, because I'm like, why would I? I mean, like, I haven't seen anything for myself. Like, if I don't see it, I don't believe it, you know?
Huh.
Also, like, my house should be like a hotspot for hauntings and stuff,
Please don't say
because
that.
like,
Please don't say
no,
that. I just want you to know we live in the same area. Please, please. I want to sleep very comfortably tonight. Okay?
I'm just
Please.
saying, because
Don't
like
just say. Don't
the
just
owner, the owner before us had died. Or the owner,
No, don't say that. Don't say that. I rebuke it. I rebuke it.
and then
No, no, you can't
then
see me, but I'm making a
and
cross
then the,
right now with my
and
hands.
then also my father. So like,
Oh,
that
don't even,
happened.
no. Let's not even go there. Let's not, you know what? Let's move on to the next one, which is even more creepier than this one. Oh, I hate you for that, you know? Oh,
What?
how am I gonna sleep tonight? These are so scary. I know.
It's
Like,
it's my house, not yours.
I live nearby. I can die.
No, you
No.
cannot.
You don't know how that stuff works.
Don't ghosts typically haunt the place that they died in, or like, they can't exactly move around except for the place they're bound to. Yeah, so you're not gonna die. God. And besides, I'm not haunted. I have a dog, so like, if
I
I
was
was,
about to say,
she'd be barking uncontrollably.
maybe that's why you're not haunted. You have the dog.
What do you think? She scared away whatever ghost there was.
Either that or they're just haunting the dog instead. And your dog is, yeah, very out there.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So at least I got to learn what residual energy is. I was also confused about that. Yeah, residual energy. They're not really doing anything. They're just doing the same thing over and over. That's weird. Creepy. Oh, my days. I'm getting chills. Ugh. Anyway, the next one gives me hella creeps when I read the title. Oh my.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's like your classic, typical, like, I wouldn't say horror story, but like a creeper story, I guess. So the title is, I saw a little girl last week while teaching a class. Apparently, I am the only one that saw her.
Oh my.
Okay. And this was posted 3 days ago.
Ooh, so it's recent.
Yeah, it's not like 2010 or something. This is like right here. I understand the difference between pictures and many sightings that are perceived as sightings, and given I cannot provide a picture, I will provide you with the story. I teach ECL and computer classes to non-native speakers. Sometimes this entails going to students' homes or meeting at the library. I can usually feel what I consider to be energy, and on one occasion saw a black and white Native American girl at my best friend's, which I assumed to be her son's GF. It later made sense as she has things that are moved around at her home and such. In this instance, she seemed to be black and white, and since I thought she was a person, I didn't think much of it. Last week I was teaching a class as usual. My student has told me he has a daughter, and during the class he introduced me to his cousin. Being close to the fort and the fact I had heard other noises in the apartment and the complex, I made the assumption we were not alone. At some point, as my student was typing, and I was correcting something, I turned to the sound of a little girl which made eye contact with me, and I assumed to be his daughter. She was about 5 years old, and had long hair in a half ponytail. I saw her clear as day, and she suddenly moved the partition and ran away. Once our class was almost over, I asked the student about his daughter, to which he told me she was not there, and it had only been his cousin. I felt really weird and decided not to say anything to him until I see him this week. I guess I will never know. That's it. That's creepy. That is creepy. And before we say anything, the top comment is, yeah, kids are weird and sneaky. I'm like, what in the world? Oh, I'm not... Okay, let's hear your take since you're so, I don't know, bulletproof to this.
Not bulletproof. I think I'm just desensitized.
Yeah, so what's your take? This is creepy. Oh.
Wait, she saw this girl over, like, through a camera, right? Like, they were doing online classes?
No, I think she was there. I think she was at the house. This wasn't online. She goes to their houses, dude.
Oh. Damn, okay. So, like, wow.
That's even what she saw it in person.
What?
That's why she said she didn't have pictures or anything. Otherwise, she would have showed the recording or screenshotted the recording. She was in person and she saw this the classic horror kid with a ponytail, half ponytail, black and white. Oh, that is.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, kid ghosts, like, are creepy. Like, children as, like, entities are creepy.
Always run the next direction.
Okay, especially with the, like, with the, like, evil laugh.
Oh, yeah, she said she heard the sound of a little girl, which made eye contact with me, and so she probably was laughing or giggling or something for her to look. I mean, she's clearly, like, shaken up by this, considering the fact she didn't even, like, exaggerate or put much detail. She just posted it. She didn't go on. She just posted it and left. That is... Oh, I'm so uneasy right now. That's messed up.
I want to know if like, her student also noticed things like this.
In general.
Yeah. Or if it was just her, like, if it's just something that she could, like, if she's more in tune with, like, what's the, like, her other senses, or no?
They seem to have long conversations here in the comment section. The person who saw the girl and some random person. They seem to have long conversations about what happened.
Do you want to maybe summarize it? Like, give us the gist?
Trying to. It's kind of like their own stories, and then they're comparing it.
Oh, okay. Okay. I still stand on I'd like to be haunted, though.
Oh, so this person is, like, talking about the history of the land, because, it's like Native American stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe it's kind of like a tribal thing, like from the tribes or from past owners, That's even more creepier. This guy just added, like, fuel to the fire. Oh my word. That is insane. And then she writes, like, another 10 paragraphs here, kind of giving him more fuel to add to her fire. This makes no sense.
Shame.
She seems to be curious. She seems to be curious more than scared, which is dumb for me. I don't understand why. Like, why? Why would she... Okay, I get why she would post it. She kind of put it under, like, personal encounter, which is true. It's a personal encounter, but that's creepy. Ugh.
So you're telling me that if you were, like, haunted, if you saw some entity that you weren't really sure of, you wouldn't try and find out everything you could about it?
I mean, it depends. It depends, like, I don't know. I don't want to dig further and then, like, it's something so deep like, yeah, this person died very horrifically and his killer looked exactly like you and stuff. I don't need to know that. I don't need to know that.
That was very specific.
No, but I'm saying, like, what if, like they're out to get you and you're like, it's so scary to dig further.
Okay, but like if they're out to get you, then you should know about everything you can about them.
No,
So then you would know like what steps to take to maybe like protect yourself.
Okay, but if it was like a general encounter like this one, and it wasn't harmful or anything,
I'd still be curious.
I'd be curious. I'd dig further. I'd be like, who died here for this to happen? Ugh. Oh, dude, I'm so uneasy right now, but in a good way. This is so messed up. I swear. Oh, I'm literally like curled up reading these. Oh,
I love it.
and how's this? The top comment. Yeah, kids are weird and sneaky. No, not anything to help. Just that. Oh, but it's the way she describes it. It's just black and white too. I mean, surely that's a tribal thing. That's gotta be something tribal.
Yeah,
Especially if it's like natives, like Native American and stuff like that. Yeah. Pocahontas. Have you not heard the stories here? The stories here are insane. But we have some killer, like, scary stories back here.
Like the Kakalosh?
No, I mean that, and like, I don't even want to say it. That's how scared I am of it.
Oh, what, like Highway Sheila?
Yes, that one gives me the way my dad says those stories. Okay, so wait, Kirsty, do you want to explain that like little horror thing that we have here, the thing I would never say, just for the audience to get it?
Well, most people. So the story, Highway Sheila, is what we know it as, but a lot of people in other countries know that story as the Woman in White.
Wow.
Where she where like, I don't know if it's, I may be wrong, I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's men, like she targets men who are driving on a highway, and
I forgot which road it was too.
Higginson's Highway in Chatsworth.
Oh yes. Yeah, I'm never going there. Never. If I ever go there, I'm wearing every rosary, I'm carrying every holy water, and I'm going with a priest. I mean,
carry salt.
Why? Why salt?
Supernatural.
Oh, thank God. But yeah, so like that story is messed up because like the people would actually say stories like she would appear in like their cars and stuff in the middle of the night, and they'd be driving alone, and then she'd just scream at the top of her lungs, even though it's like a ghost, like she's not there, but she's there. And it was multiple at first people thought it was a hoax until like people started getting into accidents and stuff like that. It was scary. I remember my dad telling me these stories. Oh, I get and my dad actually believes these stories. Like he, for my dad to believe them, I mean, hey, that says a lot. Oh, just thinking about it.
Are you scared?
Yes.
Don't worry, she only haunts the highway. She's not gonna come out to you.
True. Wow.
I don't know if it's like if she only targets unfaithful men. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I need to brush up on it because it's been so long since I've paid any attention to it.
Same. But I used to hear it back when I was in like primary school, and I was like, oh.
Oh, do you remember the stupid like paranormal things
that used to happen?
Yeah,
yeah.
like they take they'll take like the story of Bloody Mary and turn it into Pinky.
That was
If you
funny.
go into the bathroom, lock the door, like complete darkness, look into the mirror and say Pinky 3 times. The ghost is gonna come.
Oh, but I still shut myself for it. I'm not gonna lie. I never did it. Never will. I'll never take that chance. You never know. But it's nice to laugh at. It's nice to laugh at. See, that's like harmful stuff that I laugh at. But the horror story I shall not name. That scares the living
you?
out of me.
So I found an article by IOL.coza that gives us the story of, or the myth of Sheila.
Oh, don't say the name. Just you can explain it if you would like. If you want to, if you fancy it, why not?
Should I read it? Should I inform our listeners?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure majority would know, but it's nice.
I mean,
if
if they
we
know
have.
the story of the woman in white, that's basically it. That probably is just a few details taught.
But now I'm curious. What does this article have to say about it?
Okay, so the saga of Highway Sheila continues to haunt residents of Chatsworth and KwaZulu-Natal, with some claiming the horrific accident in December last year that took 5 lives was part of the annual quota of lives on Higginson Highway. So this was published in January 2008.
That was a while ago.
Yeah. Some fear Sheila, while others have respect for her. A few claim they have encountered her, while others wish never to meet her. Whatever the case, Sheila is alleged to have haunted Higginson Highway for many decades. Recently, a letter published in the local newspaper by his name, Garage.
Oh, yeah. Okay, definitely a Chatsworth.
But Marketing of Silver Glen, Chatsworth, said many believe the spate of accidents on the highway over the festive season was due to Sheila taking her quota of lives. Marketing was referring to 5 people killed in an accident in December. He said the Higginson Highway has had a bad reputation for many years. Numerous motorists and passengers have met an untimely death on this notorious highway, often referred to as Death's Highway. It is unfortunate it has earned itself a bad name, Marketing said. There's even a superstitious belief in Chatsworth that Highway Sheila, the ghost that's said to haunt the highway, must have her yearly quota. Marketing said that he did not believe the myth and blamed bad drivers for the accident. Okay, same though, like, I've been on that highway. It's not like the safest. Everyone just speeds through. There are many stories of how Highway Sheila came to be. The Herald interviewed Chatsworth residents to find out which was the most popular. According to one resident, Sheila was a young girl who was killed in a car accident on the highway. Due to her untimely death, Sheila took to haunting the highway in revenge of the motorist who killed her. Described as a beautiful young Indian woman with long hair, Sheila is said to hitchhike on the highway. Young men, often captivated by her beauty, stopped to give her a lift. One Chatsworth woman said a popular story involved a young man who had stopped to pick up a hitchhiker named Sheila. The man offered to take her home and noticed the temperature in his car drop when the woman entered the car. He offered Sheila his coat. He dropped her off at a house in Chatsworth, said the woman, who did not want to be named. Sheila wanted to return the jacket, but the man insisted she kept it and said it would fit he would fetch it in the morning. When he went back to the house the following day, a middle-aged woman answered the door and the man asked for Sheila. Baffled, the woman was baffled and replied, "She does not live here anymore." The man told her he had dropped her off the night before, and the woman said it was impossible, as Sheila had died years ago.
Oh.
She told the man to go to the cemetery where he would find proof. Shocked at what he heard, the man rushed into the cemetery and found his jacket on Sheila's tomb.
Oh my days! No. Oh, that is no. This can't be real. This was in 2008?
Yeah, this was in 2008.
Is this real? No.
This is an actual article published.
Whoa! I am kidding. I mean, I never heard this one before. This one is, oh wow! Did you hear this one before?
This this is more or less what I've remembered.
No, I didn't hear this one before. Oh wow!
Okay. Psychic spiritual healer Shirley, she does not give her surname, said spirits or ghosts do exist. If a person has an untimely death, their spirit lingers behind. Sometimes, if they have unfinished business, they could also stay behind, Shirley said. The spirit still relates to the life they once lived, and sometimes they stay behind to watch over their loved ones until they are ready to move over to the other side. I do believe that some people may have seen Sheila, but I am certain that she is not the cause of accidents. Spirits don't harm people for no reason. There's a possibility that something bad happened to Sheila on Higginson Highway, which may be the reason why she has been spotted there. Usually when the funeral service is carried out, the spirit is meant to leave this world. They don't want to stay back and cause more pain and suffering to loved ones. So whether a person is cremated or buried, their body was something they used in this life, and once they die, it is of no use to them. Chats with resident Rocky Naidu said that he had heard about Sheila, but did not believe that she was the cause of accidents. The speed limit on the highway is from 60 to 80 kilometers per hour. One of the reasons for accidents is the volume of traffic on the road, which exceeds the number it was built for, Naidu said. These days, an average family has 3 or 4 cars, but back in the days when the highway was built, not many people used private transport. I don't think it's fair to blame the deaths on I don't think it's fair to blame the deaths on Highway Sheila. 99% of the time, the accidents are caused due to some motorist's sheer disrespect for lives. Chats with residents and Minority Front leader Amichand Rajbansi, who has lived in Arena Park for more than 3 decades, said he believed in ghosts, but was not certain whether Sheila was haunting the highway. I had heard stories about her so many years ago at midnight. I went to the highway and waited for her, but was disappointed because she did not show up, Rajbansi said. On certain roads, many people die, and people believe these roads are haunted. So a prayer is carried out by various religious groups, and thereafter there is a noted drop in accidents. However, certain parts of Higginson Highway, from Lower Mobeni to the Bayview off-ramp, need to be widened to accommodate the traffic flow. And that's it.
Huh.
So, it's 50-50. Some believe that...
It's 50-50. You think it's still out there?
I don't know. They made a movie recently. So
yeah, I saw that.
I'm guessing it's still a big thing.
Still a big thing, but I don't know.
But I think it's more of the traffic because, like I said, I've been on that road before.
Yeah, you've been on that.
It is bad. Also, another thing. I also kind of believe in spirits, but this is like a funny. Like I also believe that spirits don't harm because. So, Don't get creeped out. Don't get creeped out.
Oh, fingers crossed I won't.
No, so when my dad had died, we had gone to this, I think it was the Food and Wine Festival, but they had different stalls, and one of the stalls was a lady who does tarot reading, and she was a psychic.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was young. I was 6, 7. So she had said that my father was still watching over us and that he's still around, and she actually kind of knew things about him that we didn't even tell, random things, he had been in a car accident, stuff that we didn't even remember completely. Yeah. So she had said that he's still watching over us, and he's in the form of a butterfly. So every time we see butterflies, just know it's your father. And we were so creeped out and amazed because at his funeral there was a butterfly flying throughout the whole ceremony.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
It was dope. I think maybe that's why I'm so okay with being haunted.
Oh, that explains a lot. I still prefer if you don't get haunted though, willingly.
I prefer if I do.
Oh God.
Okay. To be fair, if I'm gonna be haunted, I want to be haunted by my grandmother.
Why?
Why not?
Okay. I would never want to get haunted. I mean, just hearing about the stories alone make me want to faint, pass out, honestly. Oh, but the story about I'm still not gonna say it. That's a bad story.
You can say the name.
I don't want to say the name. I don't know why. I can't even say the name. I can't. That story scares me from the time I was a kid till now. I mean, I'm sure it's not real. Maybe some of it did sort of happen, but then, I mean, now, I mean, it's 2024. You think something might still be out there?
I don't know. Probably.
Probably.
I guess the only way to find out is to.
No, not a chance. Look, you are more than welcome to go, but
it clearly said in the article that she targets boys.
Doesn't mean so. You want me to be a guinea pig?
Yes.
Not a chance.
Don't worry, I'll have the salt prepared.
I don't want salt,
and the iron.
Why iron?
Supernatural, dude.
Can you not base my life on supernatural right now? Imagine if I actually see a chick and then I throw salt or something and it's just and she actually laughs at me before she does something crazy. Have you ever thought about that?
What?
My last moments would probably be, damn, what?
Wait.
Tell me to get me salt.
Wait, why? How is that your last moments? How did throwing salt in a goal end up being your last moment?
Because I'm trying to get rid of it. I'm trying to survive, I'm trying to get out of there. So think about it. You're telling me use the salt. That's the only way I know how to use the salt, but throw it at them. Wouldn't you know?
Okay, but
okay.
Why are you just gonna go throw random salt on people on random golf balls?
No, I'm saying, okay, hypothetically speaking, what if, God forbid, this ghost just appears in my car? Just appears.
Oh yeah, then throw the salt.
Throw the salt. I'm not gonna throw it at some random. You thought I'm gonna throw it at some random people? Is that what you thought?
Honestly, yes.
You're such a creep. You're such a creep.
What, they could They could be possessed.
What you mean? You telling me use the song? I'm obviously gonna use it to my discretion. I'm not gonna go to random people on a highway and be like, "Hey, you're a ghost. You killing the people on this highway. Get out of shit, demon." And I'm just trying to. I probably wouldn't say all that. I'll probably just throw it at run if I'm being honest with you. I'd be too scared to say anything.
Okay. It's fair. Give it that.
Realistically,
But
being as it may, like, if I'm scared now, like, if I'm, like, really creeped up about it now, imagine if I'm actually in the situation. I'd probably be, oh, oh, I'd die. I think that'd be it. Heart attack.
nice. So, is there another story?
Oh,
I mean,
there is one. There's one more, actually. I don't know if you want to read it. I mean, after that last one, that one was kind of gave me the chills till made my hairs stand on end, honestly. I was like, oh, got creeped out. Especially since it's like nighttime. That's even worse. Ugh. But anyway.
just so you know, the haunting period isn't from midnight, okay? It's from 3 in the morning.
True. Yeah. Yeah, that's messed up. Wait, I think I saw that in another post. What you just said. Yeah.
But the haunting is from 3 in the morning?
Well, not something. Oh, you know how the last post, the title was, I saw a little girl last week. No one else saw her.
Yeah.
And I said, like, it's, they got like these long comments. Okay, so it starts off with, okay, this guy's name in the comment section is like a little bit hectic. It's Acha Chula. Yeah. Acha Chula. That's his name. Well, at least his username. There are locations where during its history, any number of people have lived, worked, or died. Each piece of land can have its own or shared history. For instance, back in Illinois, there we go. My great aunt had experienced that I can only explain being attacked by an evil spirit. Okay, I don't know about that. Now, don't get me wrong. I have investigated, researched, cleansed homes for over 30 years. But this one got to me. Not only because she was my aunt, but because it did not feel real. She had lived in Oakland, a suburb of Chicago, for many years. That is the second house they bought. The first home was of Orland Park. Anyway, when her husband would leave or work, she would go back to sleep, as he was up and out by 3 a.m. Each morning, about the same time, she could hear feet shuffling down the hallway. This was before they had kids, so she was all alone. This happened regularly for a few weeks. Each time the shuffling stopped before it reached her door. Following all these footsteps and all, the entity started to attack her, scratching her, poaching her down to the floor and pressing heavy weight on her back. She always had bruising and scratch marks. Her husband said she was clumsy. Oh, wow. Until he was home and saw what was happening. She said he grabbed and they left. He got another home and went back only to get what she wanted to keep. She still did not believe it was a ghost, but he knows what he's seen. He never spoke about it again. There were Native American tribes, though, out that area before Fort Dearborn was established. So, what she experienced could be related to the tribes, the person who had the house before them. Either way, no one can ever truly know the history of the land you own.
Down.
That was dark.
This actually kind of reminded me of The Conjuring.
Oh my day. What? And to think, you said it happens usually 3 a.m. And I just happened to remember seeing 3 a.m. in the comment section. How crazy is that?
I guess it must be true then.
Yeah. No, honestly, that's so freaking weird. Oh, now I'm really amped. Oh, what days? What's even? And the way he speaks about it, it seems as though he's very taken aback.
Yeah, like he still doesn't fully believe what he's writing.
Yeah. I mean, the way he says it, it's just like, I don't know, it seems like it affected this guy somehow.
I mean, who wouldn't be affected by this?
True. I mean, for a guy who's just investigating, imagine the victim.
Okay, if my ghost was like haunted, and like if it would like not if my ghost was haunted, if I was haunted and the ghost ends up being like a serious threat to my life, then I'm gonna move the hell out of there. I don't care where I go. I would.
And that's the point, dude. It's not always gonna go your way. The ghost is
but like I still think the fear would be exciting, you know.
That ain't exciting. So apparently this guy has been investigating the paranormal for over 30 years and enjoy talking about experiences other people have. He's also a musician and an artist. Damn.
That's pretty cool. That's a pretty different career, like opposite direction in careers. Musician by day, paranormal investigator by night.
By night,
wow.
Honestly.
That is actually a show I would watch.
He's kind of like a Batman in his own story, if you think about it. Just for paranormal shit. I mean, especially the part where he's like, the husband just thought she was clumsy until he actually saw it for himself. That's intense. That was only a comment section. That should have been another title. Yeah. Damn. And I wasn't even gonna read that until you said 3 a.m. That's what got me. I don't even know how I remembered that. It's so weird.
It's stuck. Because 12 a.m. is the bad time.
Yeah. Usually my parents would say 12. 12, or I think they did say 3.
I don't know. But like Indians have a lot of superstitions.
Oh, yeah. So I've heard.
Like what? You have to have your hair tied up at night, and when you're passing the cemetery, it must either be tied or held, and you must always put your hands together when you're passing a temple. Never cross the black cat. Don't break a window. Mirror. 7 years of bad luck. There's just so many superstitions that I don't.
But one that really gets me shitting is when you go to the cemetery, and after the cemetery, immediately afterwards, my parents would be like, shower and give me your clothes. I'll be like, huh? The first time I ever went to the cemetery, I think, was when my grandfather passed away. That was in like 2013. That was almost more than a decade now. First time we went to the cemetery, we buried him, we came home. Immediately as I entered my house, my parents are like, give us your clothes, go and bath, go and shower. I'm like, why? They're like, we'll explain it to you when you're older and stuff. When I was in high school, they were like, yeah, so when you go to a graveyard or a cemetery, be very wary, because when you leave, spirits latch onto you regardless. Now, at first I thought that was all bullshit. Like, I'm like, oh, come on, this again. But when I tell you, I swear to God, when I go into a cemetery, I get lightheaded. Like, I'd be perfectly healthy and fine. Like, Kirti, I'd be like completely like top notch, 100%. But as I'm entering the cemetery and like maybe 5 minutes there, I would get super lightheaded. Only lightheaded. Like my head would just go insane. It's not even a headache. It's properly lightheaded. The whole time I was there, whenever I go to the cemetery. And when I would leave, it would just be even worse and worse until I go, I take off, I do the whole thing. I take off my clothes, I go bath, and I wash up, I pray, and then it's like, I'm fine again. And I'm like, what the shit? And it's happened on like 3 occasions now. Recently, the one being when I was in matric. Yeah. When I was in matric. So that would be 2021.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So I feel like that one is pretty real.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, honestly, I think that could be true. Because,
yeah, that's tough.
I've never been, sick, but, like, it did feel like I had eyes on me, even though I was completely alone. Or, like, I just felt chills constantly when for, like, my grandmother's funeral. And, like, when we went to cremate her and stuff.
Damn.
Yeah. Like, with us too, I had to come home and, like, have a bath and then wash my hair again.
Yeah. That was another one. I think one of the people I know back in church, he told me a crazy, crazy story when he was like in primary school. So that would be in like 19 something. And he went and he played in the graveyard the whole day. So he would go with his friends. He'd play in the graveyard and like kick a ball, and the ball would hit tombstones and stuff. And he'd like go inside, like, like I forgot the term, like where they dig up graves, but like no one's really in it. Like there's no coffin or anything. It's just a hole.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so he would go in there into like play hide and seek and stuff. And but for the next month, he was like getting worried by like a spirit. Now, at first, he thought it was nothing. But then every night at around 2 a.m., 3 a.m., oh, wow, yeah, hey, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., he would like have someone. Okay, so at first it started with someone just opening his door and he's closing it. But no one was behind the door in the first place. It started small. Then it started choking him in his sleep.
Oh my God.
So at first I thought he was lying, but with the expression on his face and the way he went cold, it was real. Well, you can't fake that. I mean, there's acting classes and stuff, but that guy's not an actor. That was the real deal. So he said it started choking him in his sleep every couple of nights. So he said the one night he'll carry a brick to his bed, and when it tried to do it again, he'd try and brick it. Only thing this time, when it was doing it to him, and I started laughing. It's so not funny. But like we were laughing. He's like, no, I'm being, this is really. So it started choking him again. But he couldn't grab his brick because he was just... Because he was absolutely... Like his body couldn't move. It was frozen. What do they call it?
Paralyzed.
Yeah, paralyzed, but they have a word for it when... Oh, shit. Let me just search it quickly. It's like night terrors or something.
Oh, okay.
No, wait. But yeah, he basically... sleep paralysis. There we go. He had sleep paralysis. So he couldn't move and grab his brick to hit this thing that's choking him. So he just ended up taking it and he's just getting choked. It's such a sick thing because it's not even funny. Like, it genuinely happened. And then it got to a point where it got even more creepier. Like, he started to get very sick while all of this was happening. Like, I'm talking like doctors didn't know what was wrong with him, and no one really knew what was going on with him. Like, even his parents and stuff started to get very worried.
Oh, damn.
So one night, this is the creepy one. This sent me flying. This sent me back to church. Oh my word. So he said while he was sleeping, the one night with I think his cousins or something in the bed as well. So they were kids that time. Something walked up to him in the middle of the night and asked him to get off his bed and let him sleep there. And he's talking back and he's saying, no, this is my bed. Why do you want to come sleep here? And he turned and he went back to sleep. And when he realized who he was talking to, he turned again to see who was that, and it just disappeared.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So it was never there. And that's when he realized, he's like, oh my God, I'm being haunted here. This is a real thing.
So like the choking and stuff didn't?
Yeah, that wasn't enough for him. But it must have been traumatizing as a kid. To go through that for a month.
Yeah, it probably was.
Yeah, I would cry. That's so scary. So then how they sorted it out was they ended up going to like one of these, am I saying it right? Like these shamans or something? Like,
yeah.
Yeah. He went to one of them and he gave him one look, the shaman, I mean, and slapped him. Like slapped him hard. Like slapped him very hard. And the next day he was better. Like he was never worried again for the rest of his life. That's how he gave him the biggest clout of his life. The biggest what? It was like just gave me hair on his face.
Oh no! Oh my!
Yeah, that's how he sorted it out. He went to a shaman and he got bitch slapped. I mean, it was simple as that. He got his That's how he sorted that out.
He either sorted it. Either that's like a really solid way to sort it out, or he was just too scared of getting slapped again. He's like, I'd rather put up with the ghost choking me.
Maybe.
Getting bit slapped.
No, but he got the way he described it, he got slapped very hard, where like the spirits that was like worrying him detached from him completely. And I'm just like, I mean, if that's how you do it, bit slap. That's how you sort it out, I guess.
Oh my no! Oh Lord.
That's insane. Yeah, that was a crazy story of mine that I heard from a friend, someone I know.
God.
I think we should wrap it up with that one. That's a
I think that was a pretty good story to end on.
I know that I did most of the talking, but I mean,
no, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah. So, okay, before we close off, what was your favorite story, including mine and the one I shall not name? Which one was your favorite one?
Definitely this last one.
Okay.
Like, for sure, like 100% my favorite story.
My favorite one would be, and it's actually the one that wasn't titled, was this musician by day, some freaking
paranormal investigator.
Yeah, paranormal investigator by night. That one was my fave. Especially the fact that you said the whole 3 a.m. thing, and then this guy just basically confirmed it. That one was my fave. Oh, but we would also like the audience to tell us which ones they liked as well in the future. Yeah. That was a nice one. All right, do you want to end us off?
Sure. Why not?
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Well,
like
every time like we bring attention to it, I get all nervous.
I guess that should, I think by like the 10th episode we should be good.
Yeah. Well, that is all we have for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.